So yeah, quick disclaimer, I'm on a new machine. I already checked all my settings. Everything seems fine. And then everything sort of imploded during the prep stream. Foundry, the browser, Streamlabs. So my confidence level on the technology is not super high, but you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay. Let's see. We need our faxpiration question.
Thank you, and soldier on.
That's right. Or crash and burn and then be really sad. That happens too. Let's see. Who is the most competitive person you know? Why do you think that? All right. So that is today's question. All right. While you ruminate on that, would anybody for a point of DM inspiration, or a faxpiration die like to sum up what happened last week in our Curse of Strahd game? I know that things are kind of up in the air with inspiration disappearing on a long rest and not knowing if you're going to immediately take a long rest. So I think I'm going to have it that if you earn an inspiration for doing the recap, but we have a long rest within like the first hour or whatever of starting the game, you could just keep it through the long rest, because like that would kind of suck to the recap and then immediately lose it. So anyways, if anyone is interested in doing that, go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. If no one is, I will try. Ooh.
I was gonna burn a bunch of fan spells for session. Shit.
Oh, do you need it for today's session? I really need the recap. I don't know what you guys are doing. Okay. All right. We got 17 for Darius. Going once. Going twice. All right, Darius. What the hell's going on? What's going on in this game?
All right. Well, last time on Curse of Strahd, we had found Faithless, who had left to go attack Valakai, as we thought they were on their way returning back to Yester Hill after we had destroyed the Goliath tree, so we were able to set up an ambush for them and proceeded to engage. Shane quickly blew multiple holes into the head guy, almost taking his head off. He was the one who had the wine stone that they were using. And we were getting close to taking it back, and then they decided to call an audible and picked it up and just started running all over the place with it. So while some of us were dealing with the Faithless that were still there, Tiernan and Esmeralda chased down the guy who had picked it up and ran off with it, with the Faithless trying whatever they could to get in our way. Eventually, we were able to take out the rest that were here, and then also join in the chase. Tiernan and Esmeralda were able to catch up with the guy, take him out, and take the Wine Stone. Specifically, Esmeralda. She said she wanted to hold on to it, so not sure what that's all about. But yeah, now that we have the stone back, we're on our way to Jenny, try and get rid of this rabies and all this other crap that's on us. And I think the fulfillment is coming soon.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good. All right. Do you want an inspiration or a faxpiration?
I'll take DM for right now.
Okay. So then the question remains, who is the most competitive person you know? Why do you think that? If you'd like to answer the question for a D8 boost to 1 D20 check, Go ahead and roll a d20 into chat. No pressure, no obligation. Going once.
Do they have to be dead or alive?
Going twice. You just have to know them. So, all right, we got 12 from Shane Masters. Going once. Going twice. All right, Shane Masters, answer the question.
The most competitive person that I knew would have been my father before he left. If you ever seen Mommy Dearest, then well, imagine him as a bastard.
Mommy Dearest, was that the movie with the lady from Goonies?
No, that was Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh, that was Throw Mama from the
Shane
Train.
would
Okay.
not have known about, but
Oh,
Mommy
okay.
Dearest was the Joan Crawford, like Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford, who like abused her children very badly.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Jeez. All right. Big. Yeah. Okay. Mackenzie stares over at Shane and thinks, I can fix him.
Yeah, he broken.
Which apparently Asterian fans have educated me that is a huge turn on for people, is broken pieces of shit that need fixing. So explains why I had so much game when I was younger. All right. I was very broken. You may ask the same question of any NPC that you've met previously in the campaign.
I will ask Esmeralda.
You ask Esmeralda who the most competitive person she knows is.
Other than herself, of course.
That's not the question. So the person she knows. So she says herself, because much like a 1990s No Fear T-shirt, second place is first loser. Hashtag toxic competitive spirit. So there you go. Yeah, man, those shirts, they were wild. All right, with all that out of the way, we can go ahead and resume this adventure. So let's see. We need Spooky Forest? Let's see, where did we leave off? You guys were traveling.
We were camping.
Yes, you were camping. Okay.
There was something about like an event where I just found a shit ton of gold and it answered like all of our I think that was
Oh,
it.
and the gold was just baby mimics, and they ate all of your flesh and killed you.
Oh
Got
no,
it.
they were tame
Nope.
ones, so we
I
could
have it.
pet them on
Here. I have it
people. That was
here.
cool.
You and Irenia are asleep after promising each other the sexiest night of your lives, and Liar and
That's true.
Esmeralda are doing the watch tonight, which
That's
seems like a
correct.
good idea for everybody. All right, and then Liar rolled really, really good. Yep. All right, so let me get some nighttime music. Let's see. Nothing better than Skyrim nights. Skyrim nights. For a peaceful night where nothing bad's gonna happen. All right. So, let's roll some dice. Just got to get through 8 hours. Oh no, I already rolled them. Okay, sweet. Okay. Oof, that's a busy night. Okay. All right. Don't worry, you'll be the first to know, Liar, if anything interesting happens. Just give me a second. I mean, feel free to, meta discuss while these encounters do or do not load. It's fine. You guys are traveling by road because you moved back to the road and then you went up and around. You're actually near the crossroads. A fun map. All right. So let's see. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Totally manageable encounters. So let me grab you guys. There we go. I think I'll actually just hero stack y'all up. Oh, I have to ask, quality control, were you able to log in easier today than normal? Or was it the same?
I think
Or was it
easier.
worse?
It seemed fine.
Fine.
I didn't notice
okay.
anything bad. It seemed fine, right?
It was about the same.
About the same. Damn. Okay. Well, on my end, the server started immediately. So, I guess the Forge was telling me the truth when they said I had too many compendiums. So, I have since thrown all the compendiums in the trash. So every monster, every item you encounter, I'm just making it up on the spot. I have no access to any compendiums anymore. It's fantastic.
It's full roll tables. Or is this just ad-libbing?
Well, this was like, you know how I had like a monster manual with like 10,000 monsters in it? Well,
Yeah.
apparently when you have something like that and you try to load up a server, it's like, hold on, let me get all 10,000 monsters every time. So that was contributing, yeah, that was contributing towards the thing. And then I went through all my previous games and I archived all of the scenes from all my previous campaigns. So they were like, hold on, after we do the 10,000 monsters, we just got to go get these 450 scenes and make sure that they're all ready to go. And then that was part of why stuff wasn't starting. So, but now we know. All right, we're just gonna use this scene because I like it and it's familiar to you guys by now. So, I guess arrange yourselves. I'll move you over to the scene, by the way. Arrange yourselves in such a way that you would be camping in that general vicinity. And then, according to the calendar, there's a pretty decent-sized moon tonight, and you are in a clearing, so it won't be pitch dark. But I will turn the darkness up a little bit. There we go. All right. So, I guess wherever you guys happen to be is good. If I could get each of you to roll a d20. This has to do with being selected for something. So, Shane, you may want to roll twice.
Will do.
Okay. Darius, my boy.
Starting out strong. Daniel's starting out strong.
I guess you probably have the Gloomweaver do Reverie away from the group so that his suicide aura doesn't impact you guys negatively. Oh, wow. Okay. Anyone else roll? Oh, I think that's everybody. Okay. I'll roll for Irenia. And I'll roll for Ez. You don't have to do a tiebreaker on this one, because there's plenty of prizes for everyone. All right. Man, so you two just canoodle like right in the middle of the camp like that? That's wild. Okay. Yeah, I'd move over too, Darius. That's awkward. All right, then that seems right. Okay. So, is it suitably dark? It's not supposed to be like all the way dark, but it's supposed to be pretty dark.
It's darkened.
Okay, cool. So, Liar, no one would ever blame you for not being able to detect this phenomenon from happening. This has nothing to do with your terrible rolls at all. But bursting from the ground where you guys decided to make camp are zombies. Does anyone have the ability to mitigate being surprised? No? All right.
No.
All right, sweet. I will roll everybody into the initiative. Let's see. And you. And you. And I guess this person. Okay.
Is this supposed to happen before we get all our
remember, you get a short rest
Oh,
while you set up the camp. So you don't actually gain a short rest for completing a camp.
no,
You get a
right.
short...
I'm just out of hit die. That was the problem. Never mind.
Oh, you don't get the hit dice back until you complete the. Well, you get short rest for completing a short rest, yeah. But you can get an extra one if you successfully sleep.
Right, and completing a short rest, we get back a quarter of our hit die, which at this point is just 1.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be until level 8 that we get.
All right, I'll roll everybody into initiative. All right. Let's see. Since they had surprise. Oh, I didn't get all of everybody's rolls yet. Not everybody's rolled. Okay. All right. So, Liar, you are surprised as the earth begins to shift beneath everyone's sleeping forms. But that would strip away your surprise. You may pass to the others to strip away their surprise if you would like, but that would be everybody's action for the turn.
Yeah, we'll pass it along.
Okay, does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
All right, so, oops, like how it keeps jumping to the top. It's good stuff. All right, so flowery Barovian zombie bursts from the earth, and it is going to try to chow down on a still, I guess, prone, because you guys would all be sleeping, Tiernan. All right.
Nice.
It is going to use its multi-attack and attack 3 times. So claws, slams, and bites. All right. So here's the slam, and let's see. What has he got going on here? Yeah, it's going to slam, but it is going to try and grab you, not bite you. Here we go. Okay. 17, I don't think it's going to hit. Do you sleep with your shield and armor, though? That's a real question.
No, that gives me
yeah.
exhaustion.
All right. So then that would probably hit. All right. Then it is going to claw at you. For 7, and then it's going to try and bite you. For 15. All right, and it is going to have a grapple established. All right, and then it will start passing to all of its friends who burst from the earth. All right. Same deal. It's going to try and grab if it hits. 10. I don't think it's going to do it.
No.
It will try again.
No.
And then it will just try to bite. All right. And then it will pass to the next one. Rises up out of the ground. And you are already grabbed. It'll try to grab you anyways. 19, no damage, but a second grab on you. And then it is going to use its claws. And then it is going to try to bite. Only doing 2. If you could give me so far 2 con saves against zombie-ism. Tiernan. Alright. This one's going to rise up. It's going to go ahead and try and same attack routine. Alright. Here we go. That's going to hit. But it's not doing damage, so it just grapples you. So that's good.
If we've been passed through, I have a reaction, so I'm going to cross counter.
Oh, sure.
So reduce that damage to 0.
Okay. It doesn't do any damage because it was just grabbing you.
Oh, right. My bad. I saw the 20 and just immediately hit the panic button.
Okay. It's gonna attack with its claws and miss, and then it's gonna try to bite. 20 for 5.
Okay, that one I would do cross counter on.
All right.
I was reducing it to 15. But I don't think a 9 would have hit. I think is what I rolled.
Yes, against a zombie, a 9 would hit because they are zombies.
Oh. There's a...
Here, I'll make everybody prone real quick. There we go.
Okay, so then it would have taken 11 damage.
Okay, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
Okay, let me check something. All right. Then that triggers its loathsome limbs. All right, here we go. Number 4, you knock off one of its legs, which I guess makes sense because, you know, you're on the ground. Let's see. There's a special leg miniature for it. The leg rolls to initiative. All right. Let's see. Did you decrease the damage to 0 from the bite?
Yep.
Okay. Heading over to the next one. Okay. It rises up. It's gonna have a +2 from the flank. Prone, so advantage. Here we go. Damn. Another
And
not
this-
damage because it was just grabbing you. Man, you're having a lucky morning here. All right, here's the
Is it lucky
here's
or
the
just
claw.
typical?
Misses. Now, typical would be a ton of injuries and missing limbs and shit. All right, I gotta stop grabbing Darius, man. Well, they're a little too eager. All right, pass to Crude. Let's see. Crude gets up. Sees that there is a Tyranian on the ground. Gonna go ahead and attack the Tyranian on the ground. Here we go. He's already grabbed by 2 different zombies, so this one is just going to claw, and bite. The 5e special. All right. So that's 7, 7, and 5 with a con save against zombieism. All right. Play passes to hardcore zombie. It is going to wake up, or not wake up, but crawl up from the ground, and it will attack Darius with a +2. It's just going to... it'll just do claw attack. Here we go. 1, 2, and bite. Bite will miss. All right, and then the next zombie will go. All right, it rises up out of the ground. It's got a Tyranian on the ground there. It's just gonna go claw, and bite. All right. Looks like a 16, a 15, and a 20 for chip damage. But if the bite damage goes through, con save. All right. Then we pass to this zombie right here. It rises up out of the ground, and it will attack Darius on the ground. Darius has already grabbed twice, so yeah, it's gonna do claw, and a bite. There it is, Lex. Now we're back to normal. Lex, there's an injury from that zombie's claws. It is rattled brain. Apparently, it hits you right in the head. So
I already have that one.
What? You already have a -10 to your initiative?
Yeah.
All intelligence checks and saves are made at disadvantage? Dang. All right. I mean, it can't get much worse than that, can it? Okay. I guess you lucked out again, such as it were. It's like not the best kind of luck. It's like getting your lunch for free because they found like maggots in it. Okay. They're gonna pass to this foot. The foot is gonna hop up and down angrily. And then into round 2, the foot will pass back to its zombie friends. Let's see. They got Tiernan on the ropes, so I think they'll pass to Tiernan.
Spend a DM instead of steal.
What? That's crazy. Okay. Darius, you steal.
Alright.
Alright, so you're prone and grappled by 2 different zombies.
Yeah.
So I will mark them as, I guess, pink zombie and green zombie. Alright. And then Tiernan is done by, we'll say, yellow and red zombie. Alright, what are you gonna do?
Hey, I think I'm the first PC that may complete the ring. Yeah, Darius is being grabbed. He's struggling against all these zombies. He reaches for that new shiny piece that he got and is going to spend 3 charges before turn undead.
Okay. Let's see. All these guys gotta make saves. Alright. Here we go. I'm just gonna go left to right, top to bottom. Here we go. The requested actor no longer exists. Darius King. That's weird. Pretty sure he exists. Alright, well, I'll just roll it with this instead. I haven't seen that particular error before. Alright, let me try to make sense of this. I think everybody except Dowdy. Hold on.
I believe last sentence. In the description of the holy symbol, it says, for the last sentence, when you do so, undead have disadvantage on their saving throws against the effect.
Okay. That makes it easier for me because I believe all of them would have failed. One of them... No, Dowdy. Yeah, Dowdy succeeded. Good for you, buddy. The rest of them are turned, so...
Oh, oh wait, never mind.
Okay, so they would all be essentially frightened in some manner. It looks like our custom... What? Does the foot count? Yeah, the foot would count. I would just say that the foot fails, but I'll roll for it, sure. Yes, the foot is also afeared. So, I mean, if we got Pathfinder on it, I guess, like, the foot can neither hear nor see you, or some shit, but, so I guess the foot wouldn't be afeared, since it doesn't realize that you are turning it. Alright, cool. That's what the ability says. So, yeah. That's anything else from Darius. It was item interaction to grab it.
Action to activate it.
Action to activate it. Okay.
Bonus action. I am going to dig deep for
Okay.
And that's it.
That's it. All right, cool. Who do you pass to?
I'm gonna pass it to Tyrion because I don't think he wants to die.
Okay. Now, until their turn starts, they are still grappling you guys, just so you know. All right, Tiernan, you are up. There seems to be a sudden change in the zombies' demeanor. They are witnessing the light being shed by this holy symbol, and they are afeared. Afeared in a way that they want to get as far away from what they are witnessing as possible. That has not, however, stopped the death grip they have on you currently.
So they just want to get away from Darius.
Correct, from the source of their fear, which is the pro-offered holy symbol. Or proffered.
Feels like
whatever.
they'll just drag me with them. I'm assuming I can only escape one grapple a time.
Correct. Like tutorial time, get good at 5e, you could use your multi-attacks to try and do multiple shoves, substituting each action for a shove. If you could shove them further than their melee reach, it would break the grapple.
Well, we're gonna give that a shot then.
Okay.
So
this is still considered an attack maneuver, so it would be a disadvantage, but you are going against their passive athletics, and I believe we use the unarmed strike rules from 1D&D, so you could just make unarmed strikes, and then the result would be a shove instead of...
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. So
Okay.
D20 plus strength.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll move. I'll give you an unarmed strike for your character sheet. There you go. All right. Since they have an AC of 8, both of those are gonna hit. So you shove this one back and this one back, breaking the grapple.
Well, that would have been one attack because it was a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got you. All right. So you shove one of them back, and then...
Said add it to my sheet, but I don't see it. So do that again.
Oh, that's weird. Let's see.
God damn it.
I kind of thought that everyone just got unarmed strikes as part of their import from D&D Beyond, but I don't know. Let's see. There you go. You should have it now.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So yeah, both of them get pushed away. And then?
And then I'm gonna stand up.
All right. You can remove yellow dot, red dot, and grappled and prone from your sheet.
Hero's Feast one off by now, right?
What is it's 24-hour duration?
Not till breakfast.
Yeah, so it'd still be going.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, it says we got. Okay, never mind. I see where it says. Well, this is after a short rest, so bonus action. I'm going to second wind.
Okay.
And then that'll be it for me.
All right. Who do you pass to?
I'll pass to Liar.
Okay. Liar, you're up.
All right, one of the zombies made the fear save, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. He'll move over and try to break Darius out of the grapple and get him up.
Okay. So you're gonna do shoves on these guys? Is that the play?
If that's the most efficient way to do it, then yes.
That would be, yeah. Otherwise, you could only do one.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and target them with the unarmed strike. Okay. Yeah, so this one goes flying back. It did not take any damage despite being attacked, so it is still turned. All right. All right. Anything else from Lyre?
Bonus action will bolster Darius.
Okay.
And then pass to Esmeralda.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's see. As you pass the Esmeralda, she is going to. Yeah, I guess we gotta finish this one, lest it cause problems. Okay. So she's gonna go ahead and just whip it twice. No, wait. 3 attacks. Jesus Christ. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All of those are gonna hit. They are not going to kill the zombie, but they are going to bloody it and create several zombabies, I guess we'll call them. Loathsome limbs. There we go. All right. So we end up with a leg. Let's see what else. Another leg, so it has no legs. And can't lose any more legs, so I guess that's that. All right, so she whips its legs and like physically yanks them off of the zombie. And the 2 legs roll into initiative, such as it were. That would render this zombie prone because he didn't have no legs. As he falls prone, he gains a new ability for being bloodied. He becomes sluggish, having his speed lowered even more. Joke's on them. He didn't have any legs. All right, and that is that. Okay. It's gonna steal. Let's see. Oh, and she will bolster Lyre just for good habits. All right, this zombie doesn't want to give up. Doesn't want to give up on you, Darius. So prone to prone. This will just be straight attacks on you. Here we go. All right, 20. Sorry, a 10, a 17, and an 18.
The last 2 will hit. I'm gonna use 2 more mod points for ball.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Against this guy on the ground. Yeah, he is Dunzo's. That was a critical hit, so he does not get to use Undead Fortitude. He just dies. All right. Let's see. They will pass to Daniel Harwood.
Oh my. All right. Half my speed to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, there we go. Sorry, just trying to stand. There we go. All right. So, is it a bonus action to help someone else get up, or?
It is.
Yeah. Stand up action.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll help Shane Masters get up and say, we need to get in the game here. Give him a nod.
Mm.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. 5.
In the sleeping bag next to you, Mackenzie snores loudly. I guess, having not been activated on Darius' turn.
All right, she's probably safer there. All right, Daniel's gonna. Wait, that's 5, 10. All Alright, well, he's gonna stand in front of them and dodge then. Because he doesn't want to get too close. Then he'll pass to Shane Masters.
All right,
Okay.
Shane will bonus action wake up Mackenzie.
Okay.
And since she, slept in during the zombie attack, and God, he wants to save his bullets. He really does. I don't have enough for everybody. I think what he's going to end up doing is pulling out his rapier as a item interaction,
Okay.
and he will hold. If I hold an attack, I only get one. Yeah, he's going to close with Flowery, I guess, and attack twice.
Okay.
Target.
Oh, very nice. All right, as you stab into the creature, because it is piercing damage, it doesn't knock off any limbs. The creature does become bloodied, gaining possibly a new ability or a new penalty. It becomes sluggish, getting a -10 to its already slow speed.
All right, and I will stay there trying to protect Daniel and Mackenzie.
All right.
I'll pass to Irina.
Flowery will steal. All right. Yeah, sure. It is no longer turn. Having taken damage, you're right there, so it will just try and deal with you. So it's going to try a slam to grapple. That's
No.
going to miss, and then it's going to do a filthy claw and miss, I hope.
Yes.
And then rancid bite.
Unfortunately, the bite does hit.
All right. If you have no way to mitigate the damage, go ahead and give me a con save against zombie disease. Okay. All right. You feel like you're okay. You've been through worse.
Yeah.
All right. They're gonna pass to the Gloom Weaver, who is going to rise from their meditation and immediately reach for their quill and book and get into a good vantage point to watch and learn. Okay. They'll pass to Irina Koliana, who will let out a quiet kind of groan, look at Tiernan's feet, I guess, and then look around. She will let out a scream, and then she will stand up. As she does, I think instinctively she will just also pull rapier and go to stab. Let's see, this guy right here. Here we go. 1 and a 2. All right. Wow, it's a big hit. All right, so 11 and 15. Piercing won't cause zombie parts to fall off, but they might gain a new ability. Let's see. They do. They have become bolting. They can take a dash action as a bonus action. That's fun. All right. So for that, I will go ahead and give them. I don't know. I'll give them this orange because you eat oranges when you run a marathon. That's why it's got orange. All right. Crude Barovian is going to steal. And he is going to try and chomp Irina, I guess. Irina's really got to start using them hit dice on them short rests, though. Shit. Oh, that's me. That's my responsibility. Ah, fuck. All right, hold on. There. Give her some fucking hit points. Alright, so let's see. He will attack with Slam, Claw, and Bite. Okay. The claws and the bite are going to hit. So she will take that, and I will roll her check secretly, just in case it's really bad and she doesn't, want you guys to know that she's turning into a zombie or something. All right. Sounds good. Is anybody at the bottom of your screen? Are you seeing like the hide rolls stuff, or is it a drop down now? It used to be cute little buttons.
Drop down.
Boo. All right.
I did like the button.
Yeah, I wonder what update changed that. Oh,
You
well.
don't have chat enhancements activated.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Which chat enhancements?
DF's chat enhancement.
DFs. Okay. All right. I'll double check if that got turned off in the big purge of mods and compendiums. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. And that means she's got to pass to the rest of the zombies, all of whom that haven't acted yet are probably going to try to nope out. Let's see. All right. So Neat Barovian is just going to move away with its 20 feet of speed. And then it's going to take a dash action. There we go. And you know what? It'll use its bonus action to move another 5 feet because it really don't like the Holy Symbol of Ravenkind. Alright. Hardcore Barovian. They're in a pickle here, but they got to get away, so they're going to go this way. And then this way. And then I guess they'll try to stumble down these rocks to get away. All right. This one seems simple enough. There we go. I'm going to be honest. I don't think lore-wise, Irenia, at least, would understand the concept of turning undead. Would probably use a reaction to attack if they're fleeing, because everybody kind of woke up and they were turned. Do you know what I'm saying? So I am going to have her attack it as it flees.
Wait, the one who's native to this plane doesn't know the most about undead?
I mean, did you run into a lot of fucking adventuring clerics that were turned undead? Like,
Good
just,
point. Good
just
point.
curious. All right, let's see. So this guy would be stabbed as he was fleeing, which would then change his mind about fleeing, and then he may or may not get faster or slower. Either way, he is going to turn right back around and attack Irenia. All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's see. Both claws are going to hit, but not the bite. So she will take damage. Okay. They'll pass to this one. He will flee. And then who else is left? This one right here. Okay, it's just got to get away from him. So it will run past Shane to here. Okay. All right. Feet don't really do shit. They just hop in place. But they will pass back to other zombies that are not fleeing. Going once, going twice.
I'll steal.
All right.
Spend
Shane
that
Masters.
Okay, seeing that obviously the one I engaged is not going anywhere and is still trying to kill me, I will attempt to hit it twice.
Okay.
He's already targeted.
Ooh, yeah. Both of those are going to hit. Neither of them spawns body parts. It does take 11 as a killing blow, so it has to make a con save of 16 to survive.
Ooh.
It does. And it gets a trophy and a gold star. Oh my god. Alright, it's inspired. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Comes a dire zombie.
That did not go well.
Alright, and then it's gonna try to steal. Going once, going twice. Oh, what else do you have, Shane, on your turn? You have other stuff to do, right? Or you...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I do have a bonus. And let's see. Can I do anything for bonus? I can attack. God, the only thing I can do, it's probably too late to try to do it, is to add that extra shot. So I think I would have had to call that beforehand. So I'm going to bolster Daniel since he's right next to me.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah,
All right. So Flowery's gonna steal. Going once, going twice. All right. So Flowery is up. It's got an inspiration. It's gonna use it immediately because it's a dumb zombie. Don't know no better. Here we go. And it's gonna use that to try and grapple you. Ooh, the saddest inspiration. Oh wait, inspirations are for rerolls. Oh, my bad. My bad. All right. I'll just treat the 11 as my reroll. It's fine. All right. Then he's gonna try and claw you. That shouldn't have been an advantage, but it'd be a 16.
That would
So
just miss.
that would miss. All right. And then here is a bite. And a miss. All right. Let's see. They're in control of initiative. They will go ahead and pass to... I'm actually going to delete this zombie just to clear up the tracker a little bit. They're going to pass to Albino. Albino looks like it is going to try and finish off Irenia. So it is going to move over, having a flank. Here we go. It's going to, with a +2, try to grapple. That will grapple her. Then it is going to try to bite. No, sorry, claw, and then bite. With a +2, the claw would hit the 14, and the bite would hit as well. All right. Let's see. She is going to have to make a secret con save. And then Tiernan, she's going to steal, and she's going to scream, Tiernan, help me, please. I do not want to be a zombie. And then she is going to, but Tiernan, with your high perception, you see the festering bite on her shoulder, and you wonder if that's not going to be the case. She wants to try and get free, so yeah, she has multi-attack. Multi-attack is not the same as extra attack. Fuck it. Yeah, she'll do an unarmed strike to try and push the one off of her. I kind of like that because it implies that a higher level group is going to be better at kind of taking care of, you know, being grappled and fucked up more than a lower level party. So, yeah. All right, here we go. A 9, cause zombie. She shoves the zombie off of her. And then, let's see, she will wheel around to the one that she was already attacking, and she will attack it with her other attack. Hitting it for 8, which unfortunately is not enough to drop it. And then she will... Fuck. Alright. I feel like everybody's bolstered. Everybody's good to go. Yeah, she will use the help action on this one to make it an easy target, hopefully increasing the chance of someone critically hitting it. And she will pass to Tiernan, but crude Barovian is going to steal. Alright. It's going to target her. It's going to attack. Trying to grapple. It succeeds. Claws. And then because grabbed, bite with advantage. And miss. So she is just simply grappled by this one. Alright, since they dealt no damage, they control the initiative. They're going to go ahead and pass to... let's see. Is anyone else still fighting, or are they all running? I think they're all running. Alright, so they'll pass to Neat. Neat will just run off into the woods. Goodbye, son. Alright, let's see. Hardcore will continue its journey away from the hateful holy symbol. And that one will actually pass to Daniel.
Alright. Daniel's gonna see the flowery Barovian zombie. He's gonna step forth, reaching for his psychic power, but, invigorated by the storm last night, something else is gonna come out.
Oh, all right. Unfortunately, well, no, an 8. Yeah, it's a fucking zombie. I was like, an 8. No. The zombie is a slow ass zombie. So, as you try to grab for it, your hands kind of slip through the gore, but you manage to grab hold of something, loose intestine, maybe. And then you discharge. Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I don't think shocking grasp is that good, bro.
Yeah, that rolled way too much. Many
oh my
damage.
god! Hold on. Let me see.
I don't know why. I just pulled it out of the compendium.
Oh, it says you added for damage formula to scale rogue sneak attack as a cantrip.
Oh yeah, well for extra damage, yeah, that's accounted for in the second line.
Right. But because it's a cantrip, it's scaling that.
Okay.
I think by adding a second line is the problem.
There's a section at the bottom of spells that talk about how it scales, but also sneak attack of E8.
Yeah, it's showing a bunch of 3d6s.
Yeah, no, the 3d6s are right. I'm saying it's doubling his sneak attack for some reason. That's what I'm looking at.
Well,
all right, well I'll just ignore the 6 damage at the bottom. So, oh, I see the problem here. So it's 4 lightning and then 10 sneak attack, but then your sneak attack, is being listed as 2d8. Man, this is a fucking disaster. All right, hold on. I'm gonna delete that line, and we're gonna try one more time. Okay. It's still bananas because you're not high enough in level to do 48, right?
Yeah, no.
That would be level 17.
Our level should be 2d6.
Okay.
Or sorry, 2d8. My bad.
For now, can you just roll me 2d8 and 3d6? So. I wonder why it's all jacked up like that. Okay, so 11 damage total. The creature has to make a DC 16 saving throw to survive. Alright, here we go. It does not, getting a 14, and so it sizzles and scorches and burns, and as it does, you feel all the dopamines watching it kind of writhe from your electricity and then sort of turn to ash on the ground.
Alright. We'll mark down 1 for the Storm God.
Alright. Who do you pass to? Or what else do you do?
Okay, so no longer dodging, I'll take that out. I will move off to the side, and I will pass to Lyre if he wants it.
All right, Liar draws a sword, uses a bonus action to help Darius up, and then we'll take some swings at these feet nearby.
Okay.
Because there's nothing I like better to do than to stab at feet.
I didn't even have to ask a Faxpiration question for that. Yes. So that will be a total of 8 damage.
6.
6? Oh, okay. Because you're not raging. All right. That is not enough to defeat this leg.
Okay, well, it takes the second attack then.
All right. The leg has been defeated. It falls
And
over with a terrible squishing sound against the cold ground.
I will stay right there, and I will
All right.
pass to Tiernan.
All right, Tiernan, to you.
All right. So is Irenia still grappled by Orange Man?
Yes, she is grappled by this orange man.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my first attack to just attack.
All right, 21 for 11. It's got to make a 16 to survive. Here we go. It does not. So as you bring the axe down, it just cleave the zombie in half.
Well, perfect. And then Albino is also not running away, so
Correct.
I will take a 5 feet of my movement, move to right here and swing at that one.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit for 8. But the creature is on its last leg.
And then I'm going to move in between him and Irenia. I don't know if that provokes an opportunity attack from the leg?
No, the leg is just vibing.
Okay.
Yep.
That will be me then. And I will pass to Irenia and say, you need to get away from these zombies. Go back over there by Izzy and Shane.
She nods at you in agreement. All right. Who do you pass to?
Well, her. Unless
She's already acted. It's Darius, Esmeralda, Gloomweaver, Legs, and Scared Zombies.
You, Darius.
All right, Darius, you're up.
All right. Start whacking at things. $15.
15. Yeah, that's got an AC at 8. Which one? The one that
One's
south? Okay, that will do it because it's random hit points.
All right. Now the one to the north.
Okay. Can you turn off the details on your?
Oh, I have all the cards collapsed, so that's why. Yeah. I'll turn it
Okay.
off.
Yeah, it's like a fucking short story. All right, and then let's see. Well, the legs are technically blind, so that would not be a critical or a natural 1. So this one also dies. All right, and then.
And I'll go to this one. Like with,
Oh, I forgot that this one would have spawned something. My bad. Another leg, because why not? All right. Okay.
and bonus action.
All right. This is against the body.
Yep.
All right. It will try to make a con save. Needs to get a 16. It does not. Instead, causing a complication. Here we go. Buddy, your speed's 0 for a long time. So it dies. Okay. And then? Alright.
I guess Mac would get up from prone.
She's already up from prone.
Yeah, my bad. Oh no, you woke her up. Yeah, but you would have pulled her up. Yeah.
I used my bonus,
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
then never mind. Nothing. That's it. I will pass
Okay.
to. Hold up.
All right. All right. Esmeralda watches them flee and says, "Do you just want them to flee and hope that they do not return, or are we trying to focus fire, take them down one at a time?" No, no one? Alright, we'll just
let
do
'em
what
go.
I want to do, because I'm the smartest. Alright, so she's going to target Neat, and she will use Firebolt on it. Alright, hitting it for 15. It is no longer churred, but not yet bloodied. Alright. She will bolster Liar and stand her ground. Let's see. Play passes to Rude. Rude will try to flee. There we go. And Confidence will try to flee. Let's see. They'll pass to the Gloomweaver, who will observe. Gloomweaver will pass to Respectful. Respectful will try to flee. All right. Going into the next round, they're going to pass to Neat. And Neat will begin making its way back towards the party. All right. And it will pass to Liar. Liar, as you look like you're getting ready to run towards it, she says, "Are you able to strike it at range?"
No.
Hmm.
He'll move over to this foot and stab it.
Okay. Oh man, you fucking stabbed the hell out of it. There's nothing left.
And then he will move back
Okay.
and pass to Mr. Rain Shane.
Okay.
Shane, however, sees that Esmeralda seems to easily be able to do range cleanup one at a time, so he's going to hold on to his few bullets he has left and instead get right next to Mackenzie and hold a rapier stab at anything that comes within his range.
Okay, fair enough. All right. As you complete this turn with nobody down and dying, you guys should have the means to kind of clean this up within, I believe it's 6 more rounds. So if you'd like, we can just sort of hand wave that, unless you guys wanted to get wild and break the thing, have them all come running back to you. I would assume that you're going to focus fire them one at a time until they are defeated. Even if they move off map and you miss them, when they slowly but surely come back for you, you'll be able to kind of nuke them down from range. Is there anyone that would like to stay in just to use them as target practice, or are you guys good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So you guys can, I guess, try to set your camp back up and get back to sleep. This would have occurred. Let's see. You guys marched during the day. Hold on. And then you would just set up camp. Okay. So this would only have been about like 9:30 at night or so that this attack would have occurred. So a lot of you would have probably just fallen to sleep or gone to sleep. All right. I'll end the combat then.
Everyone good?
Yeah.
I just turn to look at Irenia and take her off to the side a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then start looking at the bite that I noticed.
Okay. Let's see. All right, yeah, give me a medicine check. Okay, you are confident based on what you've seen before and your time in the village of Barovia and whatnot that she has contracted zombie plague. Mechanically, you know that it's only a DC 13 Constitution save, but she will start feeling the symptoms within about 8 hours, which will be necrotic damage, exhaustion, and thickened. And then each day after, it will get either better or worse.
I fill
now,
her in
if
on
the
this.
wound is treated with holy water, the DC for the next save against it drops by 5.
So from 13 to 8.
Yeah. Okay. She winces and says, "It's pretty bad. Are you going to tell the others?"
We probably should, but that way we can all keep an eye on you and make sure that you're okay.
I didn't understand. I just started swinging.
I think that's a fairly natural reaction in the situation.
And interrupting your intimate conversation, Esmeralda says, "That was my fault. I explained to Darius that it could ward against undead, and I'm sure that he had some knowledge based on his attunement to the item, but I suppose we should have properly talked about the strategies involved of turning the undead. Letting the ones that flee only if, of course, it is tactically sound. You would not want them to flee, say, deeper into Castle Ravenloft. But out here in the woods, with them being so slow and terrain being open, it was a perfect opportunity to just let them go. But we've learned, and we'll grow. So.
Hey, I'm just test driving this thing, so...
Oh, it was inspired. It was exactly what was needed.
Tell, that's it.
How unfortunate that of all places for us to make camp, it was at apparently an unmarked burial site. But the night is still young. Lyre and I can handle the rest if you need sleep.
And... Exactly.
All in all, it could have gone so much worse. She heads over to you, Lyre.
Knowing that there's stuff in the ground now, Lyre will probably climb the tree a little bit.
Okay.
And park it on one of these branches.
Oh, right. To kind of get like that hunter's perch kind of thing going on.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. So we'll put you like 20 feet up.
Shane will say to Mackenzie, maybe you want to sleep over there on the rocks next to Izzy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot about your sweat situation.
I just meant that something won't grow. Never mind.
Okay. All right. So, I guess Izzy just slept through it. Yeah, because Tear to Never activated her. So, girl's tired.
Sound sleeper.
Yeah. It's been a lot. All right. As you guys settle back into sleep, The hours of the night continue to pass. And let's see. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. Oof. All right. As you guys are down and out, Liar, this guy, little bit easier to spot. A revenant mounted on an ancient skeletal steed comes down the road.
Does Esmeralda notice it?
Yes, she would notice it as well.
Okay. Lyra will make one of the bird sounds, like a whistle, so that she would know that he sees it.
Okay. She currently makes no pains to wake the rest of the party. Do you?
If he starts to approach, I will probably make a louder noise if he's just going to stroll on by.
He seems to be riding down the road, or, not at a very fast pace. Esmeralda approaches him.
I watch.
Okay. He stops, and the two of them quietly converse. He points to the southeast. She looks to the southeast and nods. He nods to her, and he continues to ride off. All right. She watches them go, and she looks up at you. She nods, and she heads over and sits back down next to the tree.
It's noted.
All right. As the night passes, nothing else of interest happens. And you guys awaken. All right, I'll take you back to the dashboard.
Was it con save to get another?
Yep. I believe this was a 15 campsite. Okay. Oof, everybody is all smooshed. Oh yeah, also today, if you guys are noticing any mods missing that you normally use, please let me know, because I don't want to say I indiscriminately went and removed too many mods, but I did remove some that I didn't recognize at first or I thought was redundant with another mod. So I have been adding them back in per request. So, all right. Izzy's like never gonna stand up again. Poor girl. Okay. You wake up in the morning and you continue your trek. It is a few more hours before you reach the hut. This will be some road and some forest. Okay. Let's see if she's standing up right now. All right, good. Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll those for you. Here we go. On the road, we're looking for an 18 or higher for oh my goodness. Okay. Right away. So as you guys break camp, your lives are just so fascinating and interesting. Okay. Hold on just a sec. Was there a question?
Does the potion status go away after a long rest or short rest?
Long rest. Mm-mm-mm. I gotta look this one up. That probably means it's a really good one. So. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'll take you back to erode real quick. Shit. Oh, wait, no, this can't happen because it's daytime. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Never mind. Let's keep going. Alright. And then one more on the road. He's good. Now you're heading into the forest. No problem. Forest. And you're good. You guys have made it back to Jenny's. So, I guess the question is, what now? I'll take you over to the Jenny's map real quick.
Yeah, on the way, Daniel's like, so tell me about this Jenny guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think, neither of us have been there.
Yeah.
First off,
Fill them in.
Jenny is a woman. Second, wise. She's very odd, but she knows the Markovs and she skill. So, helping us.
Okay, let me grab music. Hold on.
Well, that sounds great. Moms usually love me.
Oh, I bet.
Well, with a face like that.
I mean, you saw what happened at the Raffram, right?
Oh, this is nice music. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So as you guys arrive at Jenny's hut, Tiernan, your more enhanced senses, perhaps because of the Blood of Heroes, or using the Blood of Heroes to take a bunch of perception-based feats and abilities. Your Peter Tingle is going nuts. This area is rife with hidden enemies. You don't know which plants are going to come to life and kill you, but you know that there are a great many.
We should be very careful about what we touch around here.
Slayer, no.
Does Liar know?
Correct.
I'm assuming if Tiernan just said it to everybody, Liar would know.
Which ones are which?
Oh, no, you wouldn't.
Okay.
They're quote unquote indistinguishable, is what the ability says. So even Tiernan can't tell which plants are the bad plants. All right, the door opens, and one of the most beautiful women in Barovia comes out on her elephant-like legs. The three toes with their knobbly toenails kind of wiggling to maintain the balance of her roughly pear-shaped frame, if a pear was left out in a swamp for too long. Her heaving, wrinkly bosom swings like two massive pendulums, occasionally peeking out from her work apron. Her many ears kind of move about on her head, listening, taking in the sounds, and her sunken eyes glisten from the pits within as her very sharp and very good eyes take in the party from the front step. And she says, "Oh, I know you. Yes, you came here before. Some of you are different, but some of you have been apart and are now together. Yes. What can the Jenny do for you?"
Morning, Jenny. We have a couple of things I'd like to deal with, but probably want to start with the good news. That stupid tree's been dealt with.
Yes, I felt it when the tree's grip relinquished the fane. I was hoping it was you. Oh. Oh. She seems distracted as she looks over at Shane Masters, and for her, Dreamweaver starts playing. The gentle wind kind of moves his incredible Pantene Pro V hair in seductive, inviting patterns.
I just can't turn it off.
She just kind of takes her extra jointed hand and extra jointed fingies and just fans herself with the spidery appendage. And she says, who is this handsome cavalier?"
Hello, Jenny. We seek your aid, as Darius has said.
"I see. I am hopeful I can help you with whatever you need."
Darius.
We also got the wine stone back from.
Oh! Does that mean Svarog is defeated?
Talking about the old ass dude that looks undead? Sure.
Yes, the mummified remains of the druid's ancient leader, reanimated by a willingness to serve the Dark Lord.
Turned to a crisp.
Excellent. These are such great news for me today. So, under the tree, did you find it?
He'll show the amulet.
Ah, that amulet I was not expecting. I meant the shrine to the sisters.
Oh,
Yes.
Did you take the dagger?
Yes, I have it.
Did you become the seeker?
I did.
Has the dagger revealed to you the path forward?
Well, it led me to a bird, which led me to a spear.
Bring me the dagger. The anthem of the seeker's power. Perhaps there is something wrong with it. Come.
And I'll bring it up to her.
Okay. Alright. She looks at it and she says, I see. Ah. I know what is wrong. It needs your blood. Much as the statue had plunged the blade into its own heart, so must you to baptize the blade and show your dedication.
Needing my blood, I can understand, I guess, but into my own heart, that doesn't seem like something you recover from.
The Seeker must not fear death. The Seeker must be the bravest of all men, or women, or beings.
It's not that I fear death necessarily, it's just that I can't do anything after that. I can't continue to help. I don't. How can I seek anything if I
Tiernan,
have
you
a
feel
hole?
your connection with the dagger begin to fade. It is a pity. With the power of a seeker, the task of healing the land would be much faster. The path would be revealed to you.
Does she still have it, or do I still have it?
Have what?
The dagger.
She's still holding it, yeah. But she's not holding it like a death grip or anything. She just kind of has it in her hands.
Right.
Kind of turning it over in those spidery appendages.
Okay, I'll reach out and take it from her, but then just sort of look at it. I don't know. I don't think I did anything specific to try to talk to the thing last time, but I'll sort of think at the dagger. Like, is she right? Is this what I need to do?
The dagger says, well, it doesn't really say, but you do feel that it wants to be inside you.
All right, Jenny, you've never led us wrong so far. I'm gonna trust you on this. And I'll just sort of looking at her for confirmation, like line it up, like here, like is this right? Or
her hand like unfolds like a dying spider, and the long fingernail touches the center of your chest slightly to the left.
right, I'll sort of hover the point over there, and just keep looking at her, be like, little help.
She just stares into your eyes with the two shiny orbs in the pits of her sunken sockets. Esmeralda comments to you, Liar, "This guy always takes so long to do anything."
He responds in Elven and says, "Did you not hear the conversation about where to go next?"
It's incredible. She responds back in Elven. "Don't worry. These people are in need of a leader. How fortunate they are that I stumbled upon them."
All right, and then still just looking at Jenny, I'll do what I think I'm supposed to.
Okay. Yeah, give me an athletics check to muscle that fucking dagger into your chest. Oof. I mean, inspos re-roll if you have them. Otherwise, we will move forward.
I do have one. I'll
with
do
your
that.
shame.
That's a lot better. But
Okay.
still not great.
The dagger eagerly sinks through skin and flesh, sinew and bone, and all the while you feel every passage, every millimeter of your body that it passes through, and you feel that moment when it pierces your actual fucking heart, which begins to violently react in your chest. Please give me a saving throw against death. Okay. You feel your knees buckle, and blood doesn't spray from the wound so much as it is drunk deeply by the bone weapon. And as you feel your heart begin to kind of control itself and slow back down, you feel that the dagger is satiated, and you are now truly able to attune to it. And as you pull the blade out, the wound remains, but does not bleed.
I'm just the fucking Briarheart now, aren't I? I don't think I ever actually got that spear. I'm just looking at my sheet now. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. So let's see. I didn't put it on your sheet because I didn't know if you attuned to it or not. Did you attune to it?
I mean, I've only got one slot out of 3 full, so I mean, I guess
Okay. I mean, it makes sense in a low magic game for one person to have all the magic weapons. That's cool. Alright, I'll drag it onto your sheet.
I don't know if any of these are supposed to be like, this person's supposed to have this.
So, as you attune to the dagger, you realize that it is a +3 silver dagger. And it allows you... That's weird. It doesn't have its magic weapon properties associated with it. Essentially, it allows you to detect beasts, plants and beasts, plants and animals. So I'll just add that to your sheet real quick. Let's see. Locate animals or plants. Alright. It allows you to cast that 3 times per day. And the charges, you get 1 charge every dawn. So for now, I just put it on your spell book, but it should... it's acting very strange. Oh, it added it. Oh my god. Alright, hold on. I missed my compendiums. I gotta get everything into like one small compendium so that I'm not just like reliant on what's in the world. Okay, hold on. Alright, so for now, locate animal or plants. We'll just put it on your sheet as a at-will ability. But essentially you can do it 3 times per day with charges. You get 1 charge back at dawn each day. The reason that you need this ability, you are informed by the attunement that you have to the dagger, is that in order to break the bonds of the land that are tied to Strahd von Zarovich, you will need each of the wine stones, which represent the concentrated power and essence of the original 3 sisters, the Fanes of the land. And then you will need to collect blood from legendary beasts. That blood is to be burned at each of these sacred sites to initiate essentially a ritual that will break the bonding of the land. Alright. And the 3 animals that you have to find, I believe it's 3, it might be 4, let me check. Let's see. Yeah, sorry, it is 4. You need the mightiest moose, the deadliest fish, the most ancient bird, and the guardian bear.
The
So that's...
deadliest fish.
Yep.
Right.
There you go.
God fucking damn it.
This conditional +2 on the spear. Do I qualify for that?
Let's see. conditional +2.
Yeah, it says any creature can wield a spear, but only the character chosen by Kavan can wield it to get a +2 bonus to attack and damage. Are any of us that?
None of you impressed Kavan.
Okay.
Because when you guys returned, none of you were currently the Seeker, so he assumed that all of you were cowards. Yeah.
All right.
So right now it's basically just a magic spear, I guess, with the ability to give you temp HP when it drops you to 0. Yep, and I believe the returning is tied up with everything after any creature can wield the spear. So the throwing, returning, and the +2 to hit and damage are only for Kavan's chosen.
I mean, spears in general have thrown, I think. Don't they?
Right, but this, you'll notice it says returning. Yep.
All right, then. That's great.
Okay.
Jenny, this is an interesting experience.
Now you are ready to follow the path to find what you need. And the land has a fighting chance. Now, why don't I make everyone some finger sandwiches and tea, and you can introduce me to your new friends. And she heads back inside to start making refreshments.
Do you think when she says finger sandwiches, she means finger sandwiches?
When she says finger sandwiches, you don't think she means sandwiches with fingers in them?
What, are you suddenly a vegan?
It's different.
So, what we about that shrine, or kind of?
We need to get the stones. We already knew that, and we need to kill some particular creatures: the mightiest moose, the deadliest fish, an ancient bird, and the guardian bear. It's supposed to help free the land.
Izzy says, well, we already know where the fish is.
God damn. Go back on that lake again.
Well, how much harder can killing Bullwinkle and Yogi Bear be?
Hey, Esmeralda.
Yes?
Rudolph mentions rock at the tower.
The Rock of Mount Gekis. A liar would know all about it, I assume. A liar. You can give me a nature check with advantage. Or a history, whichever you think is best. Oh, goddamn. Okay. Yes, you know the rock well, for you have witnessed it hunting firsthand. As a youth, you would spend a lot of time out, pretending, or not even pretending, but training to be the man you are today. Feeling apart from your defeated and passive kin, you would train, fighting the deadliest of monsters, mud crabs, along the shores of the lake. You still remember the day that this thing flew down, larger than any house that you had seen, and it just snatched from the lake, just a massive eel. And the eel struggled briefly, but had the life just crushed from it as it then flew back off. Its wings, flapping so close to the lake, made waves that reached the shore and washed over you.
While Lyre's not that eloquent, he would probably say, "It's a big bird."
Beautiful, beautiful.
Nice. And that fish we fought earlier, that thing wasn't small either. So all these things are big as fuck.
With your check, Lyre, mechanically, you know that the rock is roughly a level 11 creature. With a 120-foot flight speed and a gargantuan, well, more like a colossal size. So when you say big, it's a 7 by 7 is the size of its miniature.
That's a big bird.
Yeah.
Would he know where it roosts?
Yes. At the top of Mount Gacus.
Well, he'll go to our wonderful map and mark it for them, if possible.
Okay, sure. Okay, map table. All right. So yeah, Mount Gacus is down here.
Oh, it's next to the Amber Temple. How nice.
Yeah. In giant territory.
Mm-hmm.
The rock normally just eats giants, but apparently when it gets tired of giants, it will soar all of Barovia, implying that it might be on almost every random encounter table, looking for interesting new snacks to try.
So when it's bored of beating the fuck out of giants, that it just flies around. Oh,
Yep.
Great.
Yep. Okay. Guardian Bear. Lyre, you may attempt a nature check on that as well. Ooh, yeah, you don't know of any guardian bear. You know that bears generally like foothills. Forested foothills is the best place to look for them. The fish, you guys already know where that is, and then the moose. You can go ahead and give me a nature check on that as well, Lyre. Okay. You confirm that the moose also likes similar territory. However, moose do like using roads because the road's there. Might as well. Like less random encounters. So generally they are found near roads, but in wilder areas. They try to avoid settlements. Okay. So I think that is the information that you guys would have at your disposal about those things. All right. So heading back to the scene. Mackenzie is going to ask, so we came here to rest. Are we going to compensate her for staying, or are we hoping it's like a quest reward for doing stuff that she likes? I'm asking because maybe some people are going to feel uncomfortable about how friendly she's being to other people in our group.
She also knows how to treat things like rabies and cancer.
Oh, right. Yeah, so that's why we're here. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. All right.
How'd you forget that?
I didn't forget. I have a lot on my mind. She looks over at Ez, and Ez looks at her, and she just gives a slow shake of the head, like. You could roll an insight, Darius. I don't know what that's about. All right. So, after about 20 minutes, she opens the door and she says, come on up to my porch. There's going to be a drizzle. I don't want the sandwiches to get wet.
Daniel will shove Shane forward. Come on, killer.
Okay.
All right. So these are some sort of marinated mushroom situation on like a flatbread ? There is some sort of cheese crumble and mayonnaise on the sandwich. The bread seems to have a ton of herbs baked into it. The tea is thick and sort of a reddish brown color.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there anyone who does not partake? No? Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Daniel? No. Do you
Oh, so
partake?
Daniel's already on the second one.
Okay, great. They are delicious. They taste like the kind of hoity-toity, like vegetarian sandwich that you would get at like an upscale like shopping district deli. Like they're actually very, very good.
Yeah,
He looks
eating
to
nothing but.
Go ahead.
Daniel's been eating nothing but like goat meat and pumpkin guts for the last week. This is delicious.
Yeah.
Shane looks at Irina. Is this a pinky out situation?
I mean, at this point, I just don't think about that kind of stuff anymore.
All right, Shane will pinky out and eat the sandwich and drink the tea.
But you know what would make this a little tastier? And then she puts her hands up in like as if they're two claws, and she says, "Braids." No one. All right, whatever.
I feel like
See where
maybe
you're
too
going.
soon.
Well, if it's either too soon or too late, you know.
Jenny, we also came here for some ailments that we have on us. You already know about our lycanthropy, but Shane and I got rabies. Irina got bit by a zombie last night. Wonder if you something for us.
Well, I could certainly try to take care of you and treat you. If you think that would be beneficial. I am trained in medicine. You are welcome to stay here as my guest, but unfortunately, my hut is very small. I might be able to make room for one person. But you're welcome to set up your camp out front.
Thank you. That's great.
Okay. So she is very skilled, and essentially she would provide advantage to saves against the many diseases and ailments that you guys would be dealing with. As far as Shane, as far as like an instant cure for your situation, who else has that? Is anyone else besides Shane? Someone else has it, right?
Or what? Rabies? Darius and Shane.
Yeah, Darius and Shane. Okay. Let's see. So Irina's is pretty cut and dry. Up here with Terror Plague. The only other magical cure is the blood of a hag, which technically she's a hag.
I'm looking at her description. It says Jenny Green Teeth, Green Hag.
I mean, she could be persuaded, perhaps. Okay. Does anyone want to try to persuade her with the knowledge they have of that her blood might be able to help with the terror rabies?
I'll try.
Okay. All right. So you kind of approach the hut as she's working. Right. She looks up and says, "Oh, you are a child of sorrow. It
I've
is
heard-
terrible what happened to your people."
He nods. I've heard of the Witch of the Wood. Do you speak the Enlightened tongue? Says it in
I mean,
Elven.
she starts talking in Sylvan.
I don't know
It's
that
very
one.
awkward. Yeah, it's very awkward. And she
All right,
says, I do, but apparently you do not. Perhaps, like much of your history, Casimir has hidden it from you.
Yes, well, that's not why I am here. It is said that you have such essence to help in curing ailments, such as these outsiders have. I know what you want. Is there anything else that you would consider?
She chuckles and says, I would not coerce such a sweet and damaged boy into romance he was not eager for.
This cheese really thick.
I ask you, child of sorrow, why are you here? Why do you not wallow in despair with the rest of your people, dead and long past dying, because of the death of their spirit?
I'm here to right a great wrong.
I see. There are many wrongs in Barovia. What is the wrong that you want to right?
If you know the history of my people, then you know the answer to that.
You think that the death of Rahadim will right his wrongs?
It will not enable him to do it to anyone else.
I see. You do not want a remedy. You want revenge. This is a path of darkness. You will be easy prey for those who live and hunt in the darkness.
They've had plenty of time, and it hasn't occurred yet.
Perhaps your intentions were not so plain as they are now. And they stir in their prisons. These outsiders have awoken something in the land and its denizens. They have brought a great change, and in doing so, the eyes of the darkness look upon them hungrily, as they did the girl who once led them.
I've seen many outsiders come and go. Nothing will change.
That is a shame. If nothing would change, then perhaps I need not spill my own blood to save them.
He nods.
And she gets back to work. You just hear an occasional fascinating from the Gloomweaver as they continue to document the events.
So we're going to be spending the rest of the day here. I think Darius will actually...
Oh, okay. As you approach the Gloomweaver, you are reminded of the finality of death, or at least what used to be the finality of death, and the great emptiness that it brings when it takes from you the things and the people you love the most. That, much like removing a single keystone from a wall, everything can just crumble to pieces without it. The name of your brothers at the forefront of your mind as you stand in this creature's aura. they look up from their scribing and they say, Darius King, what do I owe this visit? You've all been keeping such a distance from me.
Well, I wanted to know a little bit more about your deal, and then something just happened closer to you.
I've been told that the more powerful Strahd Isekai become, the more likely people are to remember the severity, the weight, the power of death. You seem like a man who has lost something very important. I can offer you words of comfort if you need them.
Sure. But first, I wanted to ask a question. The other night, he came across a werewolf, and he said, well, not to me, Tiernan was on watch, but Tiernan told us that they ran into an elf that made them feel some sort of way, and they all got their asses kicked.
That would be me. They wanted to engage in battle with me, but I dissuaded them.
It's by yourself?
Yes. I would not have attempted this trip if I didn't feel myself adequate to survive it.
Still think you're kind of crazy for coming in here willingly, but
I have seen greater horrors than this in my long life. This is a sad play, looping over and over for eternity. But it is no hell. It is not the slavering pits of the abyss, or the maddening tunnels of pandemonium. This is fine.
So, like, back in our worlds, there's a whole bunch of written material, books, plays, stuff like that about kind of horrors. None of it's actually real.
Is that what you tell yourselves?
I think so. I mean, I have never seen a zombie person until I came here.
I see. But here is real?
I mean, I literally just punched a zombie last night, so yeah, I think it's pretty real.
So one would argue that while your homeland is blessed enough not to experience these things, they are very much real.
Sadly, yeah. And we have our own problems, but nothing
One
to
might
this
argue
extent.
then, in your homeworld there could have been such things. There might still be. Perhaps they're just very good at masking their presence. Perhaps all the crazy people that you ignore are trying to warn the others.
Starting to think that. Esmeralda's old man was talking about some great old ones, and that's kind of all over our place. Like I said, now I'm starting to think that's so crazy. Anywho, you know a lot about death, and he essentially just is gonna kind of talk with them
Okay.
of his loss, trying to see what this person comes to, like how he's.
Okay. Yeah, so their general take is death for the just, death for the faithful, and death for the strong-willed. It is not a punishment, and it is not the end. A human life is absurdly short. It is the infant stage of the soul. And while your brother was taken from you, it was something that had to happen. Not that day, or even that year, perhaps. Fate and luck play their parts, but all things die. If your brother was strong of heart or faith, if they walked in the light, they have moved on to better things, greater things, new things. I tell you this not as superstition, but as a being who has seen the mountains of Celestia and the fields of Elysium, where these kind and dedicated souls continue their long journey. Here, that is not the case. This is a soul prison. None escape. All are reused to tell the story again and again. You succumbed to grief, the passing of your brother. How do you think your brother must have felt were he to have looked back and seen the state you placed yourself in?
I ask myself that question every day. Why I was the one that was taken instead of him. And the only thing I can come to is I'm at least gonna be on this walking around. I should at least do something that at least keeps them alive in memory.
Then you have started to understand. Grief is a sickness to which there is no easy cure, but it is the obligation of the living to live. Take the very small amount of time you have and use it. And if using it to honor the dead brings you some measure of relief from the grief, then that is your cure.
He'll get up and kind of give them a nod. Thanks for your time.
It was a pleasure.
And he'll go kind of walk off.
Mm.
Kind of just reflect conversation.
All right, Shane Masters. Esmeralda approaches you.
Oh, hello.
Shane Masters, do you have a moment?
Of course. What's up?
Perhaps we could speak alone? And she gives you a seductive look.
He'll look over at Mackenzie. What is she doing?
Mackenzie's currently talking to Izzy. Does not seem to have noticed the seductive look.
All right. He'll look at her and just say, "Just so you know, I apparently still have rabies."
She chuckles and says, "Don't worry, I won't lick you."
He looks back at Jenny and he goes, "Yeah, that's probably good."
Okay. So you guys kind of walk a short kind of trail, like that's near the house, keeping the house in view, essentially. And she says, "Shane Masters, your skill with the firearm has not been lost on me. I understand you run low on bullets."
Yeah, it's getting pretty low, but as you saw, I am not at a complete loss with the rapier. So,
Well, I am trying to determine where best we should go next. I have heard rumors about the village of Kresik, and I think that there could be some very useful information there. Information is what we need right now. We must build a strong foundation. Without that knowledge, we will be as the wizard of last year's failed attempt, cast down for our hubris.
I don't disagree with you that we are stumbling a little, but we've gotten some additional information today, and it seems that after speaking with others, that there's some sort of a group of old women, dangerous, eating children. I know that's something they want to stop. It's hard to beat the dying children card. And I know some want to go back up north. And others, perhaps maybe just myself, but when they spoke to the old Vistani woman, she apparently said something about a fated ally amongst the werewolves.
She makes a disgusted face.
But I understand the distrust. But if they are fated, can we... Surely that's something we can trust.
Yeah. There are oddities among every species, among every group. It does not seem so far-fetched, I suppose.
I would definitely want to go to Kresk, but if we can get my hands on a crossbow and some bolts, that will also help.
Then your skill at arms carries over to all ranged equipment.
Not nearly as well, but it is better than nothing.
Well, you will certainly lose your argument for Kresik then. We are close now to the ruins of Argnvastholt. I spoke last night with a revenant in their service, and was issued an invitation to go and speak with one of their superior officers. I think that there could be some very useful resources and information there. But I am afraid that Darius and Tiernan have formed an alliance of sorts. It is dangerous to have such division in your ranks. It feels as if you are all at their beck and call. Am I too forward in saying this?
And obviously Shane is very anti-authoritarian in all respects.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like anybody being leader, but also, oddly enough, will not step up himself. So a little hypocritical. I think that, we discuss as a group and come to a consensus of where to go. One person's whims, or two, being put above the others is dangerous and certainly hasn't helped us so far.
You see, it is strange to me, and again, please tell me if I am overstepping, that the man Tiernan has now in his possession 3 weapons of power, but yet none will listen to your pleas for ammunition. That does not seem fair.
I imagine if I could make better use of any of those weapons, they would have been offered. They, as much as I have some reservations about them, they definitely do seem to be concerned about the group's safety and efficiency. I can't fault them for that.
Okay. All right. She looks at you, and she's gonna roll an insight. Okay. Is that how Shane really feels?
It's cloaked in hesitation of saying too much. Because while he likes Esmeralda, there's been maybe a woman or two in his past that he said something to and was betrayed. So
right.
He's definitely holding back that he doesn't like Darius or Tiernan personally.
Okay.
But he does respect them enough and trust them in battle, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. She says, that is exactly what I needed to hear, Stainmasters. You have put my fears to rest.
Of course, let us join with the others before I have some explaining to do.
Of course. And you guys would return to the group. All right. So, Daniel, are you peeking in on Jenny? Are you just chilling on the porch? What are you up to?
Oh yeah. During the day, he'll actually go in there looking for finger sandwiches. See if there's any more.
She says, "Oh, you are a hungry boy, aren't you?"
Yes, ma'am.
You can have some cookies. They are in the jar over there. That looks like a very fat frog.
Oh, sweet. Yep.
They are sweet.
Yeah, and while he rummages for cookies, he'll say kind of just offhandedly, asking questions about the upcoming full moon and lycanthropy. So when dealing with werewolves, I mean, we got those. Let me get this right. They got to eat the heart under the full moon, and we got some silver nails, and we got to put one in the head and one in the chest. And he'll start going, and I assume there's a human skull on one of her shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll grab that, and he'll be like, no, I assume you know about these things. Now, does it have to go into, the brain, or he'll, poke it?
Oh, yeah, so she explains to you how a sinus cavity works, and that...
Okay, yeah,
the nail should not be so long that it actually goes past the sinus cavity. And then she shows you on the skeleton the sternum, the Matt Mercer special, and that the nail should not be so long as to fully pierce or damage the. And she explains that it is symbolic.
Because he was wondering whether or not it had to affect the brain chemistry or into the heart to induce a cardiac event. No. Yeah.
The ritual is for protecting the mind. She puts one of her creepy fingernails on your head, and the spirits, as she puts it on your chest.
No.
They must resist both, or they will succumb to the curse. or die.
Yep. And with like, mouthful of cookie in his mouth, and it's like, so they'll just die. I mean, what if they turn?
If they turn, they will try to kill and devour the weakest person that they care for.
Is there... I don't know, man. We've met some werewolves. I mean, they seem...
It would probably be the
alright.
blind girl is who I think they will kill first.
Well, that's not good. But I mean, we've met werewolves. They seem to have kind of a handle on it. I mean, if all else fails, I mean, is there anything we can do for them?
They can live as werewolves. But when the moon rises, they will lose control. They will seek only to harm, to maim, to kill, to instill fear in their prey and devour them while they still live. There is reason the werewolves are not in the service of the Dark Lord. They are too evil. OOC, I did just say that.
Yeah.
They are too evil for Strahd Vazarovich.
And that's our ally.
Is it too evil or too chaotic? Like, they
Hey, listen,
can't be
listen,
unruly.
listen. For Strahd Vazarovich, disorder, disobeying,
Disorder
that's the
is
most evil.
Gotcha.
That's the most evil thing there is. Oh my god.
So those are married hand in hand. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there was 9 alignments, Strahd has lawful evil on his voter's registration.
Yeah, but Daniel will continue to like pick her brain on like medical matters, and OOC, anyone listening in will probably notice this like the most serious like focus they've like ever heard Daniel talk, because he does have expertise in medicine, so it's like it's it's kind of his thing that
for a backwoods hedge witch from a horror movie, she knows her stuff. Yeah, she knows the anatomy of humans and beasts really, really well. And unlike Irenia, who has a lot of like, we don't have a formal college or educational system here. I learned to cure wounds for the people that taught me how to cure wounds kind of deal. She understands a lot more about the actual science of healing than Irenia does. But she does affirm that the leeches of Barovia, at least, are exceptional for the treatment of wounds, and that is part of what she is using on the treatment for everybody.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll spend his time just picking her brain and like indulging her intellect, as opposed to
that actually jogs her memory, and she says, actually,
I feel like if Irina was off to the side in conversation, she just pumps her fists. It's like validated.
If you have nothing else to do, Daniel, could you find me some leeches?
Oh, I can try. Where do they hang out?
They will be in the swampier, muddier, wetter areas around these woods. Obviously, they are easy to find in the swamps of Berets, but perhaps if you put in some efforts, you could find some medicinal leeches for me.
Sure.
Alright, so, what medicinal leeches do mechanically, y'all, is as an action, you can take one of these very special, very big leeches, affix it to the skin of a humanoid. At the start of each turn, that humanoid has the leech in their skin. They lose 1 hit die. However, they will recover from, if they have it, one of the following status conditions. Blind, charm, deafened, frightened, invisible, paralyzed, or poisoned. Or the effects of 1 potion or elixir, or the symptoms of 1 disease. However, It will not cure the disease. The disease will come back after 24 hours.
Ah.
Yep. Yep.
Also, blindness? So you put them on your eyes?
Apparently they are supernatural in nature, and they can pull these things out. They can also then be used, once they have pulled out these effects, as an ingredient to try and make potions and elixirs related to what conditions they absorbed.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so if you were willing to form a search party for them, Daniel, it would be essentially a survival check, a perception check, and a knowledge nature check.
I can help you with survival if you need it.
Tiernan, you busy? How about you say we go into the woods alone together?
Irenia looks over, her eyebrows raise.
Not like that.
She says, I don't mind going into the woods. Why are we going in the woods?
Oh, he'll explain the leeches.
Is it like Shane and Esmeralda earlier to get some smoochie done where their sweethearts can't see?
Oh,
I don't think that really happened.
No, I'm not into group work. I'm all about friendship.
Okay, I don't mind taking a friendly walk. What are we looking for?
Oh, he'll explain the leeches. Jenny would like some, and if we want her help you, we should a few errands. Be nice.
Sure. What do we need to find them?
Around the swampy areas.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean they're leeches. I mean, leeches.
Hey Shane, do you want to come find leeches with us?
Sure.
Right. All right. So I think you'll be fine. I don't think you'll run into any giant leeches. Man, that'd be terrifying. All right. So from the assembled group, I need one perception check, I need one survival check, and I need one knowledge nature check. The DC of each of these is going to be 17.
Ooh. I'll do the perception.
Okay.
I'm decent at survival, but shit at nature. So I can do that.
Should we have brought someone that knows about nature? What about Liar? He knows about nature.
I'm not good at any of those, except perception.
Okay. Liar, the loud redhead girl approaches you.
He stares at her.
She says, "Do you want to come find leeches with us?"
He looks at Esmeralda.
She shrugs.
He nods.
Okay, so we're looking for leeches, but not just any leeches. These are like really big ones that you use for medicine. Are you familiar with the techniques?
Yes, I think I have every skill that they need.
Okay. All right. So I just need that knowledge nature. Hot damn. All right.
Oh man, I just made it, guys.
Okay. Can each of you that rolled give me a d6?
Look at you guys doing my work for me.
Daniel's just managing.
Putting a team together, that is work. So you guys find 15 leeches. How many would you present to Jenny Greenteeth after your successful foraging?
Oh, all of them.
Oh, wow, okay. She says, "Oh, there are so many. Why don't you keep, I don't know, like 8 of them for yourselves?"
Oh, sure. Can you tell me how to keep them fresh?
Yes, in these clay pots. So she hands you some clay pots that are full of like a viscous slime.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I will add the medicinal leeches to your inventory. Let's see. So there would be 2 pots. One has 5 leeches in it, and then one would have 3 leeches in it. I don't know the best way to track that. Maybe we should have done separate jars for each of them. Yeah, we'll just do separate jars for each of them. There we go. So I'll change the description. This small jar contains 1 medicinal leech. There we go. All right. I mean, that's basically 8 castings of Lesser Restoration Deluxe. I mean, think about it. All right. I'm assuming you guys kind of while away the rest of the day.
Yeah, while they're going to go leech hunting, Darius will ask Jenny if she's heard anything from Markov's.
She says, yes, they have some allies in Krasik. They are staying with them for now. I guess Davian could not get over his bad feelings about his daughter-in-law, so they did not go to Velikai.
Alright, well, at least they got out. Went by their winery, it's pretty smashed up, so I wonder what happened.
Yes. What happened was the druids created a giant treant who smashed everything.
Didn't get a chance to see that thing.
Okay, hold on. There's something happening in the background. This is like, there's a lot happening now with all the timers started, so I'm just trying to, like, as the calendar days are passing, make sure I'm covering all the fun stuff that's popping out. All right.
Lyre would ask Darius and Mackenzie before the full moon, if you turn and the ritual fails, do you want us to kill you?
Wow. Mackenzie looks like you just handed her the heaviest fucking Faxpiration question. And she looks incredibly thoughtful. She looks over at Izzy and at Irenia. Well, Irenia's not there because they're out gathering stuff. No, this is after you returned. Got it. And she says, I don't want to live if I can't control who I am and what I do. Especially if those actions would hurt the people I care about. I don't want to live with the knowledge that I killed and ate someone that I love or that I care about. She looks over to you, Darius, wondering if she said the wrong thing.
He kind of thinks for a couple minutes, and was thinking. He'll just kind of look at her. Same here.
Lyre nods respectfully, as you wish.
As you guys are just vibing, setting up your camp and all that jazz, Esmeralda says, from a ways off, she says, something is coming, something unusual. Is this the hag's guest? Should we warn her, kill it? What is the situation? And she kind of draws your attention to a shambling form. It looks like a scarecrow, wearing a plague mask. You can see behind the eye holes of the mask, there is a faint light, as if there is a torch inside. It has a large, wide-brimmed, floppy hat made of rags, and seems to be wearing like a sort of duster, almost, made out of grain sacks. It has the same sort of shambling motions of a zombie or a creature that has no bones, but is trying its best. And it's just heading out of the woods towards you guys.
Hey, Jenny, you expecting company?
Maybe. Business? Oh. What is this? And her eyes, the eyelights in the hollow sockets of her face kind of narrow into tiny points. And she says, Lizaga's work. Be very careful. You should never trust a scarecrow. And it just comes to stop in front of you, Darius. And it gives a very awkward curtsy with its boneless body and its many rags kind of serving as its dress. Jenny says, that is unexpected. The scarecrow comes out of the curtsy and seems to be waiting for something.
Can we help you?
It nods the beak of its mask slowly in the affirmative.
That's the next question is, can you actually speak?
It turns its head side to side in the whatever the opposite of affirmative is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. No. English is hard.
Can you point to what you're here for? And maybe we can work from that.
It looks around, kind of turning to and fro. Those of you from the modern world, from the modern world post-internet, it reminds you of the meme where Vincent is like, from Pulp Fiction, is like looking around like, where did it go? What the fuck?
All right,
Shinzo,
Daniel's
what's
gonna
a Mimi?
attempt to connect to its mind.
Oh, okay. As an action, blah 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 blah. Okay. As you connect to the mind, you know right away. It is a woman's mind. A noble woman. She is frightened and lost. She does not remember who she is. She does not remember where she is. She knows only that she has to find her son. She has to say goodbye. And a very cruel woman woke her up from a deep sleep inside this boneless body and was disappointed, yelled at her, screamed at her, and chased her away. She wandered a long time through dangerous swamps and frightening forests And though she saw many horrors, nothing tried to harm her. All moved away. None would help her. None would let her draw close.
Daniel will say out loud, "She's missing her son." He'll say in the mind lake, "Do you know his name? What's his name?"
She does not know. She knows only that a few weeks ago she did not exist, and now she does. And she has a son, and she needs to say goodbye to him. Until she does, she is trapped in this form and will wander forever.
All right. Daniel will relay. She seems stuck like this, looking for her kid.
Jenny says, "This is very unfortunate. Baba Lysaga, she makes the scarecrows. She uses bones and plants. She captures the souls that linger and forces them into service. But nothing always works. Maybe this time was different. Or maybe this is some trick. Or a spy." Esmeralda's hand begins to glow with fire, and she says, "I can take care of it if you need me to. We cannot afford spies. Not with what is to come."
You always quick to want to kill something.
OOC, I mean, it's fucking Monster Hunters, so yeah.
I know, but he still asked.
Yeah. Back in character, she says, "It is better to be quick than to be dead."
If you were serious, lady, you wouldn't have asked our permission.
She looks at you, Daniel, like, and she says, "I simply understand some people are more sensitive than others."
You also brought it up back in the tower when you wanted to kill me, but I haven't exactly lost thought of that one.
Yes, but apparently you have reconsidered it when Lyre reopened the discussion.
Well, I don't see.
The scarecrow is terrified of the fire, though, and it moves behind Darius's large form. And despite its boneless nature, you see there is some kind of noble femininity to the way it composes itself. Like it is scared, but like trying to stay like poised.
Let's look at the rest.
Now, does it look like it have does this thing look like it has like articulated fingers, or is it just stuffing?
Its fingers are actually long segmented sticks tied together with dried sinew and ending in razor blades.
Ew. Jenny,
That's pretty pretty standard for a 5th age scarecrow, though.
Yeah. You'll ask Jenny if she's got like a clay tablet or something. You know, maybe she can write. You know, so he doesn't have to play telephone.
Jenny looks at the creature and shrugs and says, "I could probably find something for you."
Thanks, Jenny.
This has been a long day. I am going to keep working. Those of you afflicted, you should come inside. I have prepared beds for you. She says, "Shane, the masters, you can use my bed."
I would want to put you out, Jenny.
Oh, it is fine. I insist.
You insist.
Mm.
Very well. And he looks over. What does her bed look like?
It is just a pile of furs. Yeah, and flowers and dried flowers.
Okay, that could be worse. He'll sit down at like the edge of it.
Okay. All right. So she begins to administer to you guys using the leeches to draw out a hit die's worth of blood. She then takes the writhing leech and pries it off of you, and then while it's still alive, begins to mash it up into a mortar and pestle or whatever, and starts kind of making it into like a soupy sort of salve that she starts rubbing all over the sweatiest parts of your guys' bodies. So, you know, your pits and, you know, other places where you got a lot of sweat glands and stuff. She takes what's left of it and she has you close your eyes and she smears it on your eyelids. All right. So, without further ado, I guess we long rest until the next day.
I guess confirmation. This place is a sanctuary.
While she is your ally, yes.
Nice.
So we're keeping the creation of the witch with us?
I mean, I didn't hear anybody say anything otherwise.
I have no idea.
Liar will say something.
Okay.
Are we going to keep this creation of the swamp witch with us?
She's done nothing but help us so far.
You heard what Jenny said. It could be a spy.
Well, she's a spy. She's already seen what she's gonna.
Is it worth, even if it is a spy, is it worth angering her?
Over a scarecrow?
We'll just have to be... What? This is the obvious spy. If we get rid of it, who knows if the next one will be as obvious. We just have to be careful around it.
Alright, I'll throw up a poll for you guys.
I will be very careful around it.
Ooh, I'm actually very curious about this one. Okay. The majority want to keep it close, but if it dies, it dies. Alright. You're amassing quite like the peanut gallery here of hangers-on. Interesting. Okay. So, that night, unless you guys say otherwise, the hours kind of wild past. Shane and Darius, your lazy DM who has been very tired with, you know, finger chopping and work and all that, really didn't play up your terror rabies as hard as I should have. But regardless, salved up in herbal leech paste, you guys lay in bed, sweating furiously. Nearby, Irenia is resting as well, trying to get over zombie plague. Is there anyone else that has diseases that we need to try to deal with here? Nope? Okay. So, terror plague. Shouldn't be too bad. Relatively low DC. Alright. It is a long night. You are restrained for your own safety, Darius and Shane. And the visions come again. Nightmares of all sorts. You realize that you will not gain the benefits of a long rest from tonight's sleep, per the infection. But you will get a chance to kind of cure it. So, I need the two of you to give me Constitution saves, DC 11 with advantage.
I may have to Faxpiration.
Alright, remember, Faxpiration lets you re-roll, so you basically have 4 chances here to get over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Faxpiration gone. I'll do that again.
Wait, isn't Faxpiration bargain so?
Oh, Faxpiration lets you roll an extra 1d8. So you could try it on the 6, or you could use the inspiration to re-roll both, and then use it if you have to. But yeah, because Shane would have the Faxpiration that he just used. So Shane, do you want to use the DM inspiration to do a complete re-roll, or are you just going to try and add roll a 5 or higher on a d8?
Yeah, I feel like the inspiration would be better, and then I'll spend the Faxpiration if I have to. So let me get rid of another DM inspo. I have 1 remaining.
Okay. I mean, you're gonna lose them all tonight anyways because it's a long rest, so you might as well burn them.
Fair enough. All right, here we go with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Yeah. So you two will be fine. You're on the road to recovery. It was a rough night. You do not gain the benefits of a long rest, but you are cured of the disease. All right, Irenia needs to make a DC 13 con save with advantage. All right, let's see what happens. I don't suppose anyone had any holy water. It doesn't matter. All right. So she
needed holy water. I had some.
Oh shit. Okay, well you saved it. She didn't want to be a bother, you know. She didn't want to ask for it.
She
all right.
spent her time hearing Darius. If she needs items, she just needs to ask him.
Yeah, you know, she doesn't want to be a bother after everything that, you know, everyone's like working really hard. All right, so she completes a long rest. Here we go. And all of your other NPCs would complete long rest. There we go. All right, get them spell slots back. Oh, hell yeah.
So this is the thing. For Mac, since he has...
And then Hero's Feast would have worn off on everybody. Okay. All right, since she has lycanthropy.
He needs to be at 3 exhaustion or lower.
Oh god. Tonight is the first night of the full moon, but not in the same way that the full moon is going to be full tomorrow. Have we gone over this in this game? I don't know if we've gone over this.
I don't know if we went into it specifically. But
the moon is full for 3 days. There's, you know, a little full, and starting to empty, right? But it's considered full for 3 days. Tonight is the first night. So, those of you afflicted, you will be making wisdom saves or charisma saves against getting rowdy. You might, you know, start biting people, trying to fight, getting your hackles up, that kind of thing. But tomorrow night, that is when the change will occur. So the night of the 11th is when the change will occur. Wow, it really snuck up on us. Look at that. Look at that. Okay.
Slightly.
Oh wait, I didn't actually move the hours all the way across, right? So it is going to be the 11th then. So it is tonight that's going to happen. My bad. So last night then, let me roll for Mackenzie. You were tied up and dealing with other shit. So maybe people didn't notice that on top of like screaming, nightmares, feverish hallucinations, you also wanted to, you know, tear people's throats out with your bare teeth. Let's check on... Yeah, also tied up that. Let's see, Mackenzie, I would say with a 15, she keeps her shit together, but she is not pleasant to be around. Like literally growling at people who annoy her or are too loud or talking too softly or voicing opinions or being too close to her. You get the idea. So Izzy just kind of comes over to hang out with Theoden. Okay. Esmeralda instructs you, Liar, that the two of you should keep a close eye on Mackenzie. You'll never know if they'll turn early.
I understand.
and you see her kind of like slide one of her silver daggers out of a bandolier and then tuck it back in. So, I love the trope of like powerful, competent monster hunter that you do want around because they're a monster hunter and you need them to hunt fucking monsters, but also they're just so fucking hard to be around because they're obsessed with hunting monsters. I don't know. I think it's a good trope. Okay, so you awaken on the day of the full moon. Jenny says, "Oh, you are awake? It seems that everyone survived the night. What now?"
So did not get the benefits of a long rest. Does my exhaustion go up by 1?
Yes, if the two of you did not get, yeah, so you wouldn't, if you definitely didn't get well rested, and then you would, yeah, and if you had well rested, you would have lost it. Yep. And if you didn't have well rested, then yeah, you would gain exhaustion.
All right, so I am at exhaustion.
Dang. Okay.
Darius, you're not looking too good this morning.
Is it Constitution save to recover from a second wound?
Yes. I believe that's only if it's being treated, though. Right?
I don't. This isn't. This isn't one of like the you need points towards it one. I didn't think.
Okay. Let me see. Recovery. Okay. You recover 1 wound after completing a long rest with modest accommodation. You may attempt a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Yeah, you don't need to be treated. So yeah. This would count as a long rest activity. If somebody was treating you with a healer's kit, you would have advantage to the roll, and that would be their long rest activity. Or alternately, they could use their skill in place of your con save if you got a shitty con save.
I got 28, so I think I'm okay.
Okay.
So no long rest for us, but we can still do a short rest at least, right?
Yeah, you can do a short rest, yeah.
Okay. Alright. Daniel's going to get rid of his bloody wound.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. He's going to carry it.
Okay. I respect your choice. All right.
Slowly getting rid of those broken ribs. Oh, so slowly.
You effectively have the day that you could use for, 8 hours of downtime activity if you guys wanted to. Are you planning to stay here and do the ritual here? Or, I mean...
Yeah, we don't want to do it on the road.
Okay. Jenny feels confident that your allies will either kill you or cure you, so she is willing to allow you to do the ritual here.
Daniel will do chores for her.
Oh, well, yeah, dang. Okay. So one of the chores that you're doing involves cleaning the house. You do notice that there's a ladder that leads up to the loft of the rundown fucking shed. And up there is what looks like a bedroom, such as it were, for a second person.
Hey, Johnny, what's up here?
Oh, that is my daughter's room.
Oh, you didn't say you had a kid.
Yes, they left, and they have not returned.
Hmm? Yeah, I understand. I kind of left home at 18 and never really went back, yo.
They were here a long time. It was time for me to let them go.
Yeah.
I hope they are doing okay out there. But these are dark times.
I hope so too. And he'll say offhandedly, what was her name?
It is better we do not speak of it. Her life is in danger enough, and I do not want anything to compromise it. I hope you understand.
Oh, sure, no. Alright.
You are
Yeah,
a
what do
good
you-
boy, Daniel. Despite trying to be a bad one, I will keep your secret.
He just kind of looks down.
That is not a bad thing to carry some light in all this darkness.
Is there anyone else in the room?
No. Yeah, they'd be all outside. Nobody wants to
Okay.
clean this lady's house. It's gross.
Okay. Daniel will, he's gonna start to cry.
Aww. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a horror movie scene, but she
Yeah.
approaches you and cautiously unfolds her many-jointed arms and many-jointed spidery fingers and kind of cocoons them around you.
Yeah, and just ugly cries and just like, all this world does is take.
It is true. It is taken so much, yeah.
Sometimes I just wish I could just destroy it all.
She says, others have tried. It always comes back. These are cursed lands, you see. Only by breaking the curse can you break the cycle that binds us all. You're a part of that now, Daniel. Your only escape is to stop it. But as hard as the way forward will be, as easy as it might seem, to travel hidden and empowered by darkness, it is only light that will see it through. Try, Daniel, to hold on to that as long as you can.
Try, Jenny. He'll just,
Yeah, and she'll just offer comfort,
he'll
matronly, motherly comfort
Like-
as long as you need it.
he'll like sneeze into her blouse and just drain himself.
All right. On that very touching and sad moment, I think that might be a good time to stop.
I keep waiting for the other foot to drop with Ginny, but she's just so good to us.
I know,
She seems-
right?
Like,
She seems nice.
just not at all what I'm expecting every time we come here. But I'm not gonna, like, she's been great.
Can't judge a book by its cover, which is still a
Yeah.
very beautiful cover.
I mean, if General Akbar taught us anything, ugly doesn't mean bad.
I feel like there's a lot of people on our server that would fight you about calling General Akbar ugly, but I get your point. I'm not that into goldfish. I know, controversial, political. I'm gonna put it out there. Wouldn't fuck a goldfish, guys. There I am. I'm putting my truth out there. So, okay. Well, it depends on the goldfish. All right, hold on. I'm gonna waffle on it. I guess if they had a good personality, I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, all right. Let's stop the session there. So, on that less than tender note of revealing kinks and intimacies, we will end for the week. You guys are in a position where, one, if you are named Darius, you may consider having a backup character ready.
Yep. Oh, you've seen
Okay,
my
I
folder.
just want to be honest with you. Like, I think you'll make the con save. I think you're gonna struggle for that wisdom save.
It's unfortunate that my first backup character is standing right next to me, but I have others.
Yeah, it would be very important before next session to accrue as many fanspirations as possible to do the recap for an inspiration, and probably to answer the factspiration question if you could win the roll on that.
I have 5 fanspos loaded in the chamber, and
all right,
unfortunately your prep stream went down before I could catch them.
Here is the problem. Here's the problem, though. Once the die is re-rolled, it can't be re-rolled again. So you just want to make sure that you have, that you have enough to make them rolls. Mackenzie is in RNGesus' hands, as far as I could tell. But you also can sack. You can also sack on these. You can also sack on these.
Oh yeah, I 100% plan on any rolls that are low enough. Darius will take the sack for all of them.
Yeah, so acquiring the silver nails, the true silver, the werewolf heart, and the wolfsbane is the most that you could possibly do for this. So
are we able to bolster them?
Yeah. When the other group did this, I did allow them to throw a fucking bolster on there. So that would give another +1 to the roll. So.
Well, Shane,
Yeah.
it's up to you to get Mackenzie those 3 levels of exhaustion, but we'll save that for next week.
The other question is it's 2 saves, right? So are we able to bolster them and then someone else bolster them before the second one, or do they have to choose which they want to use it on?
I'm pretty sure we allowed that in the other group as long as there was a different person to bolster them. Yeah. Because they basically were like, standing by to be like, you can do this. I believe in you. That kind of thing. Yeah. So I nominate Izzy to stand right next to Mackenzie and bolster her. I think that would be a very powerful scene. Yeah,
They've been
but
together for a while. They face death together.
It gets eaten.
RNGesus tells the story here in this very table and dice-driven sandbox that we are finding ourselves in. Because imagine 9 zombies bursting from the ground when you were level 2 or 3, and you didn't just pick up the amulet of Ravenkind. Do you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, even if we didn't have the amulet, we might have just been dead.
Some of you probably, because of the sheer numbers of them. But it's been very fascinating to watch and see how these different random events, and it's been very challenging, but in a rewarding way as the storyteller, to try and find a way to make some of these results kind of weave into a story. So it's been very interesting. Okay, so stuff to think about before next week. What are you going to spend your 8 hours, downtime during the day doing? Where do you sit mentally, emotionally, morally on whether or not Darius or Mackenzie fail their checks tonight? Keep in mind it's going to be a full moon, and you're going to be having people turn into werewolves that may attract attention. So I will also be rolling some random encounters that might spice things up, or we'll see. And then where will you go next after all of this? You have a lot of places to go. Strong-willed NPC Esmeralda would like to go to Argynvostholt or Kresik. Would compromise on Argynvostholt on the way to Windmill if you are insistent upon going to the Windmill. But insist that hags are not a joke, and you should get as much information as you can before confronting them as possible. And that information could be found at Argynvostholt, or she has heard the abbot has the second best library in Barovia after Strahd.
Suddenly
And that is
her hand.
That's the main reason she wants to go to Kresik. She doesn't. I mean, she thinks Shane with bullets is better than Shane without bullets for sure. But the main reason she wants to go to Kresik is just to get access to that library, because she thinks that there could be some really important information.
Well, both her and Rudolph are monster hunters, so we'd be passing by the abandoned tower if it's still there.
Yeah, that's the opposite direction of Argynvostholt, though.
Yeah.
So,
I'm saying if you're heading
but if you
towards
go,
Krezk, we could.
if you're heading toward Krezk, yeah, you could swing by. Yeah.
Has it been long enough for our silver weapons to be finished yet? I don't know.
I think so, but that's pretty far north, but also more towards Krezk, less towards Windmills.
But it's more towards Wolfhead Mountain.
Yeah, because also keep in mind on the map that here we go. Well, this isn't a great map. It's better. It's actually one of the better maps.
To us.
It's actually one of the better maps. So you're at Jenny right here, right? And the windmill is here. So like you'd either have to cross the river or cross the bridge, go through or skirt Valakai, cut through the woods, or take the longest, most pointlessly windy road ever to get to it. So it is a pretty big investment of travel time to fight enemies that, Esmeralda's going to put it, out there for you. You don't know exactly what you're walking into, and this is a woman that's very eager to kill monsters. That's the worst way to enter a fight.
Sadly, it looks like Thunder Shrine for Ephraim, Werewolf Krezk kind of makes a nice little circle.
Oh my goodness, that's some spicy travel right there.
I think Krezk first, because it's the farthest away, and then wrap around. So like Krezk, Werewolf.
Yeah, it's good to pick up your silver weapons before going to the werewolf headquarters. Yeah, that's.
No, you're onto something there.
That
might be a good plan.
All right, so quick announcements. We got Mythic tonight.
Before we do that, remember, guys, we got our accomplishment for Yester Hill, so we just took our long rest. That should be a level up for us.
Yes, you guys should be leveling up since you now have a long rest.
So now
we're 7 now, right?
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
We're
no worries.
Level
7
in our class. Got it. Okay.
Yep. All right, so quick announcements tonight. Mythic, all the other games that we normally play are happening. If there was anything missing today from our loadout of stuff, please let me know so that I can add it back in and track it down. And then what else? The main thing I want to talk about is Extra Life. Extra Life is going to be the 4th and 5th of November. 25-hour long marathon, 10 people, 2 DMs, 1 event coordinator, all trying to raise as much money and awareness as possible for Extra Life. There's going to be a lot of Twitch chat participation. There's going to be 2 different streams, one for red team and one for blue team. It is somewhat competitive. They are basically trying to do a better job than the other group. So whatever group you decide is your home team that you want to root for, or you just kind of jump back and forth between streams, or you have both streams open at once. I don't know. Gonna make a lot of fans, Bo. 25 hours. But we're gonna have polls for the chat to kind of vote on things. You can also make donations to instantly kill player characters by blowing them up, and you can give random loot and items and power-ups. There's going to be a ton of stuff to kind of donate towards to interact. In addition, there will be prizes, and any donation of $15 or more is going to get a prize pack, which is going to have stuff from like Tom Cardos and a lot of other map makers and asset designers and things like that. So yeah, should be a good time. Should be worth the time and the money. But honestly, helping sick children in the hospital should be its own reward. So yeah, that's all I got. Anybody have any announcements?
Rhyme with Orpheus on Fridays, and in conjunction with Extra Life, Red is still running his one-shots over the course of this month, every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I think he posted the time on the Discord server. Looking for an additional spot if anyone wants to come and join us. We've been having fun with the past 2 sessions so far. Red's a very good DM, so come have fun.
All right, sounds good. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Sunday, and I'll see you guys around the Discord.
Thanks for running.
Yeah.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.